Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Okay, so our lesson today is compound interest. Okay, so learning objective. So able to use the appropriate formula to compute the interest amount and the future amount of the savings or loan, and then understand the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Okay, so first review back on simple interest. Okay, so ni saya nak tunjukkan perbezaan antara compound interest dan simple interest. Okay, for the first one, simple interest. Okay, so let's say question example here is find the simple amount of a bank loan of 1,000 for a period of 4 years at an interest rate of 8%. Okay, so for the simple interest for the first year, principal is 1,000 and the interest is 80 ringgit. Okay, so for the second year also same, so principal is 1,000 and the interest also 80 ringgit. Okay, so darabkan principal times R times T, so T dia 1. Okay, so untuk tahun pertama ni tempoh masa dia setahun. Tahun kedua kenapa bukan 2? Sebab daripada tahun pertama pergi ke tahun kedua setahun, so kira setahun lah. Tahun kedua pergi ke tahun ketiga 1 year, so the T is 1. Okay, so same for the third year and fourth year, so the interest is 80 and 80. Okay, so kalau korang tengok dalam simple interest, interest dia pada setiap tahun dia akan sama je. Sebabnya the interest is calculated based on the first principal. Okay, so pada principal yang pertama ni, pokok dia sahaja. But for the compound interest, okay, for the compound interest, so this one, okay, so the same situation. Okay, so the loan is 1,000, period 4 years and interest is 8%. Okay, so for the first year, calculation also same, I equal to PRT, so the interest is 80 ringgit. But for the second year, the principal now already changed, 1,000 plus by 80 ringgit. Okay, so which is 1,080 ringgit, so the interest increase 86.40. Okay, so why we need to plus by 80? So because in compound interest, the principal this one will produce interest, and the interest here also will produce interest in the future. Okay, so 80 ringgit ni dia akan menghasilkan interest pada akan datang. 1,000 ni pun akan menghasilkan interest pada akan datang. Okay, so now accumulated interest, now after second year, the accumulated in the account is 1,166.40 sen. Okay, and then the interest for the third year, so pada tahun ketiga pula. Okay, so principal ni akan menghasilkan interest pada tahun ketiga. Interest yang ni pun sama dan interest yang ni pun sama, so that's why here we add 1,000 plus 80 plus 86.40. Okay, so now the interest increase 93 ringgit and 31 sen, and same for the fourth year, pada tahun keempat. Okay, so itulah perbezaan dia. Okay, so ni for your understanding lah. So soalan tak adalah dia nak tanya macam ni lah, so in calculation tak adalah nak kira satu-satu macam ni. Okay, okay, so in other word, in simple interest, the interest is only calculated based on the first principal sahaja, pada modal yang asal sahaja. In compound interest, the interest calculated based on the first principal and the previous interest. Okay, so dia akan dikira interest, compound interest dia akan dikira daripada principal yang asal dengan interest sebelum-sebelumnya. Okay, next. Okay, so before we go to the formula, so first you need to know nominal rate, and this one not nominal rate. Okay, so salah ni bawah ni, so this one actually annual rate. Okay, so what is nominal rate? Okay, so nominal rate, this one is interest is compounded more than once for each year. Okay, so setahun interest tu dia akan kira lebih daripada sekali. For example, semi-annually. So semi-annually, the interest calculated 2 times in a year. Okay, so before that we have M. Okay. So M, this one is the number of interest calculated in 1 year. Okay, so berapa kali interest itu dikira dalam setahun. So for example, this one semi-annually, so the interest calculated 2 times, so therefore M is equal to 2. Okay, so in other words also, interest is calculated every half year or 6 month. So setiap 6 bulan dikira sekali, and then another 6 month, another 1 times. Okay, and then quarterly, so quarterly interest is calculated every quarter year or 3 months. Okay, so setiap 3 bulan dapat sekali interest. And here in 1 year, so the interest is calculated 4 times. So this one M is equal to 4. And monthly, so interest is calculated every month. So meaning that 1 year the interest is calculated 12 times. Okay, so for daily, so every day lah. So every day, so meaning that the interest calculated 360 times a year. So M is 360. And annual rate ni setahun lah. So annually interest is calculated every year. So meaning that so the interest is calculated only one time for 1 year. Okay, so here is the compound interest formula. So ni ada M ni. Okay, so here is M. K divided by M. So K, this one is the interest compounded M times in a year. So K ni macam interest rate lah. Okay, so K actually interest rate. Okay, so M, frequency of the interest is compounded in a year. Macam yang atas tadi lah, berapa kali setahun M. And N is equal to M times by T. So N is total number of times interest earned during the investment or loan period, and T is number of years. For example, 1 year, the interest is calculated 3 times. So for 1 year, the interest is calculated 3 times. So therefore, if 3 years, so 3 years, okay, so total number of interest calculated is N is equal to 3 times by 3, which is equal to 9. Okay, so setahun interest dikira 3 kali. So kalau 3 tahun, interest tu dikira sebanyak 9 kali lah, sebab setahun 3. So 3 tahun 9 kali interest. So which is N equal to M times by T. And P as usual principal, and S is maturity value. Okay, so macam mana dapat formula ni? So konsep yang atas tadi lah, compound interest. Okay, so for example, you have a principal P. Okay, so let's say I put here P lah. So principal P. Okay. So this one I calculated for annually. Okay, so P and interest R. Okay, so to calculate S, okay, so S is equal to principal plus interest. Okay, so for the first year. Okay, so S is equal to P, so interest for the first year, which is PRT. So times with R and T is 1. So saya tak tulis lawan sebab PR times by 1 is PR. So here is P and here also is P. So therefore I factor out P. So I have S is equal to P 1 plus R. This one for the first year. For the second year, so for the second year, S is equal to still same P plus I. Okay, so principal plus interest. But now for the second year, the P we use this one, which is P1 plus R, and then plus by interest. So P1 plus R and plus by interest. So interest which is PR. So now P is this one. So P1 plus R times by R. So this is same here. So I factor out. So if I factor out, I have P1 plus R times with 1 plus R. Okay, so this one, if you can see for the second year, P 1 plus R power of 2. Okay, so if you repeat this concept, so you will obtain this kind of formula. So nampak bentuk dia. So this one S is equal to P, so S is equal to P 1 plus R. So this is R, which is this one because I use annually, so setahun. So here R lah. So if I use nominal rate, so become K over M, and then power 2. So this power N. Okay, so this one concept ni lah. So siapa yang nak fahamkan. Yang tak nak faham pun tak apa, tak ada masalah, sebab korang just menggunakan formula yang atas ni. Okay, so nak hafal. Alright. Okay, so in compound interest, the interest is calculated by future value minus by principal. Dia tak ada formula I equal to PRT. Okay, so I equal to PRT ni tak ada, tak boleh pakai. So this one use in simple interest sahaja. Boleh pakai, tapi kalau kita nak kira setahun macam yang tadi tu lah. Nampak yang ni. Okay, so this one first year. Okay, so pada tahun pertama interest dia sama dengan 80. Pada tahun kedua we use I equal to PRT equal to this one. Third year I equal to PRT equal to this one. Fourth year equal to this one. Okay, so ni kalau kita nak kira setahun, bolehlah pakai IPRT. But if you want to calculate total from first year until fourth year, so you cannot use I equal to PRT. So tak boleh nak pakai ni. Sebabnya principal dia berbeza. For the first year principal 1000, second year 1080, third year this one, fourth year this one. So tak boleh nak pakai. So therefore the total interest here calculated by S feature value this one. Okay, so S pada tahun keempat ni minus by first principal which is 1000. So we have this one. Okay, so therefore we have two formula here. So I equal to S minus P, and another one which is S is equal to P 1 plus K over M power of N. Dua ni je. Alright, so question example here. Find the future value of 1000 which was invested for 3 years at 10% compounded semi-annually. Okay, so one more. Okay, so to differentiate whether the question is compound interest or simple interest, so ada perkataan kat sini, compounded semi-annually. So compounded. So if compounded, so meaning that it is compound interest. Okay, so kalau simple interest, 3 years at 10% simple interest. Dia akan bagi tahu simple interest. Nah, here compounded semi-annually. So this one compound interest. So compounded semi-annually, M is equal to 2. So each year the number of interest calculated is 2 times. Okay, so calculate. So here A. So need future value. So future value is S. 1000, this one is P. Okay, so S is equal to 1000 1 plus, okay, so 10%, 0.1 divided by 2 power of N. So N is M times by T. So T now is 3 years. Okay, so M is equal to 2. Okay, so 1 year interest calculated 2 times. 3 years, so 3 times by 2 which is 6. So total in 3 years the interest calculated is 6 times. Okay? Okay, so siapa yang tak nampak, saya buat ni setahun, 2 tahun, 3 tahun. Okay, so one compounded semi-annually, 1 year interest calculated 2 times. So here 1 interest and here another 1. Okay, so setahun 2 kali. And then another next second year, so another 2 times interest and here another interest. And on third year, so here another interest and here another interest. Okay, so 2 kali. So total here is 2, 4, 6. Okay, so which is 2 times by 3. Okay. So therefore the answer is berapa ni? Okay, RM 1340 and 10 sen. Okay, so B. Okay, so B 2 years 6 months at 7% compounded quarterly. Okay, so quarterly. So quarterly M is equal to 4. Okay, so quarter suku. So suku 4 lah. Okay, so 2 years. T is equal to 2 years 6 months. Okay, so B 2 years 6 months. Okay, so this one is equal to 2.5 years. So macam mana dapat? So it is 2 plus 6 months. So 6 months change into year. 6 divided by 12. So the answer is 2.5 years. Okay, anda hilang pula tadi. Okay, so B. Okay, so T is equal to 2.5 and M is equal to 4. R is 7%. Okay, so feature value S is equal to P, which is 1000. 1 plus, okay, so interest, which is 0.07 divided by M is 4 power of N. So N is equal to 2.5 times by 4. So which is the answer is 10. So here the answer is equal to RM 1189 and 44 sen. Okay, C. So C 5 years at 9% compounded monthly. So compounded monthly meaning that each month, the interest is calculated each month. Okay, so setiap bulan dapat interest. Okay, so meaning that M is equal to 12 lah. Okay, so setiap bulan dapat, so meaning setahun 12 kali dia kira interest. So 5 years, so S is equal to 1000. 1 plus 0.09 divided by 12 and then power of 12 times 5 years. Okay, so power of 60 lah. So the answer is RM 68.68. Okay. Oh, sorry. So this one 1565, not 60. Okay, so 65. Okay, so next D. So for D, so 1 year at 11% compounded every 2 months. So meaning that the interest is calculated every 2 months. So each year we have 12 months. Okay, so 12 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So the interest calculated every 2 months. So here 1, 2, okay, 2 months, another 3, 2 months, 4, 5, and last one 6. So therefore M is equal to 6. So each year, 1 year, the interest calculated 6 times. So S is equal to 1000. 1 plus interest rate is 11%, which is 0.11 divided by 6 power of 6. Kenapa 6? Because M is equal to 6 and here the T is 1 years. So the answer is RM 1115 and 17 sen. And E, so E is 200 days at 12% compounded daily. So daily meaning that M is equal to 200. M is equal to 360. So S is equal to 1000. 1 plus the interest rate which is 0.12 divided by M 360 power of 200. Okay. So macam dapat 200 ni. Okay, so tengok balik, recall back tadi, what is power? So power of N, so this one, N, total number of times interest earned during the investment or loan period. Okay, so dalam tempoh masa pelaburan tersebut, so berapa kali dia dapat interest. Okay, so sebagai contoh, this one tadi, E. Okay, so the terms of the investment, okay, so tempoh masa pelaburan tu adalah 200 hari, and then the interest is compounded setiap hari. So meaning that dalam tempoh 200 hari tu dia dapat 200 kali interest. Okay, so total is 200 times. Okay, so kalau tak reti pun tak apalah, so korang boleh kira N. Okay, so N you can use M times by T. So M is 360 and T is 200. They convert into years, which is divided by 360. So same, the answer is 200. Okay, so sama jawapannya 200. Okay, so therefore for E, so the answer is RM 1068.9. Okay, so 1068 and 92 sen. Okay. Yeah, so another question. Calculate the amount payable and the total interest at the end of the loan period for the following loans. Okay. So pinjaman the loan is 1,100 with interest rate 10% compounded annually. So compounded annually maksudnya setahun sekali sahaja. So this one, M is equal to 1, and then for 5 years, so T is equal to 5. Okay, so the amount payable, so jumlah yang perlu dibayar lah ni. Okay, so jumlah yang perlu dibayar tu adalah jumlah pinjaman sekali dengan interest lah. So therefore we need to find S. So S is equal to P1 plus R divided K. Okay, so K divided by M power of N. So P here is 1,500 times with 1 plus K, which is 0.1, divided by M now is 1 power of N, which is M times by T. So 5 times by 1, which is 5. So the answer here is RM 2,415 and 77 sen. And then B, same. So B, RM 800 with interest 7.5% compounded annually. So still same, compounded annually, which is M equal to 1, but here T is equal to 8. So find the amount payable. Okay, so before that A, I forgot to find the total interest. So total interest I is equal to S minus P. So which is 2415.77 minus by 1,500. Yes, 2,415 and 77 sen minus 1,500. So the interest, total interest is RM 915 and 77 sen. Okay, so for the B, so RM 800 with interest 7.5% compounded annually for 8 years. So S is equal to 800, which is P, 1 plus K divided by M. So K now is 0.075 divided by 1 times by N. So N is equal to M times by T. So M is 1 times by 8, which is 8. So the answer is RM 1,426.78 sen. So the interest is equal to 1,426.78 minus by 800. So it is equal to RM 626 and 78 sen. Okay, next, another question. Calculate the amount payable and the total interest at the end of the loan period for the following loans. Okay, so the loan of 1,300. Okay, so for A, with interest at 9% compounded semi-annually for 5 years. So compounded semi-annually meaning that the interest calculated 2 times in a year. Okay, so setahun interest dikira sebanyak 2 kali. And here for 5 years, so T is equal to 5. Okay, so A, so amount payable which is S, which is principal 1,300, 1 plus K which is 0.09 divided by M which is 2 power of N, which is 2 times by 5 which is 10. Okay, so jumlah semua sekali, berapa kali dia kira interest selama 5 tahun. So setahun 2 kali, so kalau 5 tahun 10 kali dia kira interest. Okay, so this one the answer is 1,300 times with 1 plus 0.09 divided by 2 power of 10. So the answer is RM 2,018 ringgit and 86. And then calculate the interest. So interest is equal to S minus by P 2018.86 minus by 1,300. The answer is RM 718 ringgit and 86 sen. Okay, so next B. RM 880 with interest at 8% compounded quarterly. So quarterly, this one M is equal to 4 for 3.5 years. So 3.5 T is equal to 3.5. So calculate S equal to P which is 850, 1 plus interest rate which is 0.08 divided by M which is 4 power of N which is N is M times by T. So 4 times 3.5 which is 14. Okay, so 3.5 times by 4. Okay, so 14. Okay, so next it is equal to RM 1,166 and 87 sen. And then find the interest. So interest we use S minus by P. So 1166.87 minus by 850. So the answer is RM 316 and 87 sen. So next C. Okay, C. So RM 2000 with interest at 6.5% compounded monthly for 8 months. Okay, so compounded monthly, so meaning that each month the interest will calculated. So therefore 1 year we got 12 times of interest. So if 8 months, so meaning that total number of interest is only 8 lah. Okay, so selama 8 bulan ni jumlah bilangan interest yang dikira adalah sebanyak 8 kali. Sebab here is monthly. Okay, so C calculate S. So S is equal to principal 2000, 1 plus interest rate 0.065 divided by M since it is monthly. So M is equal to 12 and N is 8. Okay, so siapa tak faham, so boleh tulis N equal to M times by T. So M is 12, T is 8 month. So 8 month convert into years divided by 12. So this one cancel, so you will have 8. So the answer here is RM 2,088 ringgit and 33 sen. So the total interest is S minus with P 2088.33 minus by 2000. So the answer is RM 88 ringgit and 33 sen. Okay, next. So this one, how to find the value of N. Ni pindah-pindah je lah sebenarnya, tak ada masalah. Okay, so here we need to calculate value of N, this one. Okay, so before we calculate value of, so we need to move this P to the left. So we have 1 plus I power of N, so 1 plus I power of N S, so here is multiply P times with this one, so bring to the left become S divided by P. Okay, so in order to solve N, okay, so since dia ni power, N ni kuasa, so untuk selesaikan N ni, so we need to take log on both side. So ambil log dekat kanan dan kiri. Okay, so and then because of the log properties of logarithm, power of N this one, okay, so power of N this one we can bring in front, bawa pergi ke depan ni. Okay, so kita boleh letak dekat depan ni. Okay, and then to find N, okay, so this one log 1 plus I, we move to the right, since it is multiplied with N, so bring to the right become division. So N is equal to log SP divided by log 1 plus A. Okay, so number of years, okay, so nak cari number of years, so we use N equal to we use N divided by M. Okay, so nak cari number of years. N ni total berapa kali interest kita dapat dalam tempoh investment tu. Okay, so dalam tempoh investment tu berapa kali jumlah semua sekali kita dapat interest. Okay, so to find number of years, okay, so this one is T. Okay, so we have in the formula N equal to M T. So therefore to find T, M ni buat pergi sebelah, jadi bahagilah. So T is equal to N divided by M. Okay, for example this one, how long in months will it take for N amount of 5,000 accumulated to 5,388 and 41 cent if the interest offer is 6% compounded monthly. So compounded monthly, so this one M is equal to 12. So nak cari how long in months, so this one we need to calculate T lah. So berapa dia punya T. Okay, so in order to calculate T, so this T actually in here in N, so dia dekat N ni, T ni dekat dalam N. Okay, so therefore kita kena buat macam ni lah. Okay, so 5,000 accumulated to this one, so daripada 5,000 menjadi yang ni, so meaning that this 5,000 is our principal and this 5,388 and 41 cent, this one is the future value lah. So daripada 5,000 berkembang menjadi yang ni. Okay, so using formula of S is equal to P1 plus R I lah, I which is K divided by M power of N. Okay, so S is 5388.41 and principal is 5,000. 1 plus K divided by M which is 0.06 divided by 12 and power of N. Okay, so N ni M times by T. M kita dah ada 12, tak boleh masukkan ke? Boleh. Kalau korang nak masukkan 12 kalikan dengan T pun boleh, tak ada masalah. Okay, so therefore next this one we bring to the left. So we have 5388.41 divided by 5,000. So it is equal to 1 plus 0.06 over 12 power of N. Okay, next 1 plus 0.06 divided by 12. Okay, so next we take log on both side. Okay, so saya ambil yang ni log. So log in bracket, so this one add by this one, it is equal to 1.005. Power of N is equal to log 5388 8.41 divided by 5,000. Okay, so this one, power of n we can bring in front. So n times by log 1.005, it is equal to log 53. So 5388.41 divide by 5,000. Okay, tak muat saya buat kat atas saya ingat cukup lah untuk buat ni, rupanya tak cukup. So tu yang saya tak letak satu slide kosong. Okay, so saya buat dekat atas ni. So I have here n log 1.005 is equal to log 5388.41 divided by 5,000. Okay, so to find n, so n is equal to log 5388.41 over 5,000 divided by log 1.005. Okay, so masuk dalam calculator, this one put in bracket. Okay, so the answer is, okay, so which is n equal to 14.9998628. Okay, so ada nampak 999 tu. So round off, actually this one is equal to, n is equal to 15. Okay, so the question is how long, so we need to find t. So n, formula of n actually m times by t, which is equal to 15. So what is m? M is 12. So 12t is equal to 15. So therefore t is equal to 15 divided by 12, which is equal to 1.25 years. Okay, so the question need in months. So we convert into months by multiply with 12. So the answer is 15 years, 15 months. Okay, so next, so to find the value of I, so nak cari I ni senang je lah. So you want to find I. Okay, so first what you need to move is P. So you cannot move n, power of n, because in bracket this one power of n, but this P power of 1. So kalau rasa dia tak sama, kita tengok pada darab ni, P times with this one. Okay, so P times with 1 plus I power of. Okay, so darab ni kita tengok, so P power of 1, but in bracket this one power of n. So we cannot move this power of n. So first we need to move P. So P bring to the left become S divided by P. And then kat sini barulah kita boleh bawa n ni pergi ke sebelah. So therefore 1 plus I is equal to nth root of S over P. So I is equal to nth root of S over P minus by 1. Tutup times by 100%. Okay, so example here, at what nominal rate compounded every 3 months. So compounded every 3 months, so bermaksud setiap 3 bulan. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, so setahun 12 bulan. And then the interest is compounded every 3 months. So 1, 2, 3, 1 interest, 1, 2, 3, another 1 interest, 1, 2, 3, another 1 interest, 1, 2, apa hal tak cukup? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Tak cukup 1, 12. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so therefore M, number of interest calculated for 1 year is 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Will an investment of 5,000. Okay, so the investment is 5,000 accumulated to this one after 15 months. Okay, so calculate S. So this one is S and this one is P. Okay, so daripada 5,000 dia berkumpul menjadi this one. Okay, so meaning that this one S lah, sebab daripada 5,000 berkembang menjadi 5,790 dan 37 sen. and this one our principal. Okay, so 5796.37 is equal to principal, which is 5000, 1 plus okay, so the interest, which is k divided by m is 4, and then power of n, so n is 4 times by 15 divided by 12 lah. So daripada bulan tukar kepada tahun, bahagi dengan 12. Okay, so therefore we have here, okay, so this one bring to the left, so we have set 5796.37 divided by 5000 is equal to 1 k over 4 power of 4 times with 15 over 12, which is power of 5. Okay, so next 5796.37 divided by 5000. Okay, so it is equal to, so I write down here this one first. It is equal to, so this one divided by this one, it is equal to 1.1593. Okay, and then I put here, so 1 plus k over 4, so power of 5 bring to the right become 5th root of 1.1593. Okay, so then calculate for k, so k divided by 4 is equal to 5th root of 1.1593 minus by 1. So this one is okay, so the answer is 0.03, and then 4 bring, so this one k over 4 is equal to 0.03, so this one k is equal to 0.03 times by 4, so the answer is 0.12, and then times by 100, so the answer is 12%. Okay, so that's all for our lesson today. Okay, so see you next time. Okay, so next time we will continue on the special case. So we have 2 cases. Okay, so first case, which is the amount of investment or deducted. Okay, so during the investment period. Okay, so dalam tempoh masa pelaburan tu, so jumlah apa tu mau ditambah ataupun dikeluarkan. So kat tengah-tengah ni lah. So macam mana nak kira S dekat ujung ni. Okay, and the second case, okay, so for the second case, interest rate change during the investment of period. Okay, so dalam tempoh masa ni, daripada awal sampai ujung ni, tiba-tiba dia punya interest rate berubah. So how to calculate the S at the end. Okay, so that's all. See you later. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.